everybody. Welcome to another episode of the CEO Chronicles. And this time, we have an IT consultant with us who's been in Dubai for a really long time. Now, why is he such an interesting man? Is because he has an army background and he brings all that discipline, regularity, commitment, honesty, and trust into his business as well. He is none other than Praveen Narayanan, who is the executive director of Castle IT Solutions. So, right from POS to signage systems and all, he does everything. And we're going to be discussing about the new trends in the industry, what else he does, and exploring a bit more about him. So, without more delay, let's welcome Mr. Praveen. Praveen Ji, how are you?
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction of yours. Really appreciate that. I'm doing very well. I'm so pleased to be with you today doing this podcast.
I'm glad finally we made it, and we are here doing it. Okay, so let's understand your journey a little bit. Where are you from?
I come from the place called Kerala, the God's own country.
Country, yes.
Yeah, I left Kerala in the year 1982 to join the Indian Air Force. Worked there for around 16 years, and that was in 98. I left India and then came to Dubai.
What brought you to Dubai, and why did you leave Air Force? I mean, I understand retirement, etc., happens in Air Force quite early.
Correct.
But was that the only reason, or were you just done? You were like, no, I need to do my business.
Not exactly, not to do a business actually. I had served the minimum period which is required.
Right.
And then I was not seeing much of a progression which I expected there
Right.
basically. I learned a lot, but then I could not use all those skills in there at that point of time.
Perfect. No, makes absolute sense. And then you came to Dubai.
Yeah, I came to Dubai and I worked for a company called Takral for a couple of years as a supervisor into operations. And later I got absorbed into Acer Computers in the year 2001.
And when did Castle IT happen to you? Why did you choose to start this company? And what was your initial motivation? You really wanted to do a business, so you thought, okay, let me just do it and see what happens.
In fact, to be very, very honest with you, it was by an accident. In fact,
The accidental entrepreneur.
yes, that's the reality.
Okay.
So if I can spice it up and say that I wanted to do a business or stuff
No,
like
it's
that.
be honest. I think a
Yes.
lot of us have accidentally become entrepreneurs
Yeah,
only.
exactly.
Very few people actually plan.
So traditionally, my family belongs to a service-oriented people. They were all
Right.
working in the government sector.
Right.
But then somehow this happened, and then at that time I thought we had two friends of mine as well as partners. We thought let's try this. So we planned to do this just for 6 months and see if it works, and it worked. It worked. Yeah.
And now are you guys still partners? Are you still running in partnership, or is it your sole proprietorship now?
No, I have a partner.
Okay.
One of them left because we had two products which were introduced in the
Sure.
beginning. So one product during the COVID, he wanted to move out, and we happily moved out, and then we are okay. Both of us are doing well now.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's understand, what are the main products of Castle IT Solutions? What is it that you sell?
Castle IT started with something called Easy Restore, the point of sale solution,
Yes.
specifically focused on the F&B industry. And we concentrated on that. We built on that. We started very small with one outlet, two outlet. We started growing. But we also understood what the market requirements were there. And accordingly, we modified our solution. We made improvements in our solution. And slowly, our main forte was very busy restaurants.
Right.
Very busy restaurants, our POS used to be very strong, and without any problem it used to work. So we had a lot of Indian outlets which used to do brisk business, and our POS used to work very well there.
So in terms of taking orders, dishing out the right orders to the chefs, and
Exactly,
delivering
yeah.
all of that, the whole restaurant management, cost management, inventory management, all in all was Easy
Exactly.
Resto. Okay.
So
What else?
basically we started with the POS
Yes.
alone, and most of the people still need only the POS.
Right.
But we also developed what is required at the back end, the purchase, the inventory management, the accounting, and also the recipe management, like something called the bill of material which is required for a factory, something like that. So you understand exactly what is your consumption pattern, what is happening, are you really making money out of this business or not, and everything. And early on we moved on to the cloud solution, where people sitting at their homes or even they are on vacation, they are able to monitor what's happening in the outlet at any point of time.
Amazing. And beyond Easy Resto, what else do you have?
We have now introduced a couple of other products. One is the digital interactive solutions. Like you have these kiosks. Probably you would have seen at the gala event also, we had kept a kiosk where we could run a quiz and then get the winner of that quiz from 10 questions which were asked. Similarly, we also deploy these kiosks at clinics. It can be given for real estate companies. Wherever interaction is required and you want them to fill forms, all those things can be done through. And when it is idle, it will also run the ads, advertisements. And the beauty of this is it can be controlled remotely. Let's say you have 100 kiosks in different locations. All these can be controlled from one particular place, a central place. You can time it, you can see, you can tell you can program what needs to be displayed on each of these kiosks.
So what kind of brands are you targeting for these kiosks, these interactive kiosks that you're building?
We are looking at clinics.
Okay.
We are looking at hospitals which would require this, where patients come, they want to book their appointment with the doctors. And any industry, even the retail today, it's going to move into where people will come and place the order. They want to see what is available, and they will place the order, and somebody will deliver it from the warehouse to them.
So this can even work even in case you enter like a shopping mall and you just want like a cask for you. You can then indeed select your items that you want. Indeed, appointment scheduling, etc., is still done in banks and all that. They still have those and all.
Correct.
Okay, so this is where.
So this is anything specific to any industry, basically.
Sure.
It can be used across all the verticals, basically.
But indeed, I think you can also further monetize it. Not you, but the client, as to running ads of other people who want to display themselves, to a similar target audience and stuff.
Correct. The beauty of that is, whenever somebody wants to show an ad in somebody else's system, you also need to give a report.
Correct.
Yes, of what happened, how many times, or what is the timeline of these advertisements which were run. So all these can be measured, and the report can be sent to the person who wants to advertise.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's talk about security.
Yes.
Because I understand that if you're managing 100 kiosks remotely, breach of security could be a big concern for other people. How are you tackling this challenge?
The security, as you know, we are using the best cloud solution in the world today, which is Microsoft Azure. And it's completely secure, and it is all our user rights, passwords are all given to the user, so that he can manage it very securely. And we have all the firewalls, all the controls which are done. So there is no chance of having a security breach in our systems.
Right. And in this new content management solution of yours, who truly takes care of the content and who manages everything?
The content is completely, we can hand it over to the people who are the experts on that, basically. So we just help to set up all these things and give them the software, the basic part of it, where they can manage what content to play at any point of time. So the whole content is the customer's baby. Basically.
How easy is it to manage such a technically advanced product of yours?
It is very easy to manage. Very easy to manage. We give the initial training, and most of the people are able to take it up from there and then take it
Okay.
forward.
And like when you give a training, you give manuals, etc. also to people?
Yeah, we have digital manuals. We have what you call YouTube videos.
Tutorials, nice.
Yeah, tutorials which are available.
Very nice. In solutions like these, Praveenji, customization is the key. And this is how they grow. Many of these products are not as customizable as people claim them to be. So are these customizable, and to what extent do they fit large customization requirements?
So basically, wonderful question you have asked, and I wanted to tell that also. So how we distinguish from the competition is simply because we don't give a product which sells for all. Like what you call that fits all.
The mass product.
Yeah, it is not like that. Basically, we understand each customer has got their niche requirements, and we are flexible enough to modify this as per their requirements. That is why we are able to survive and move forward. In this industry, you need to be flexible. You need to know exactly what your customer wants and then deliver the product accordingly. So that has been our strength.
Give me an example of one client's need that you have fulfilled through any of your products where you've integrated a lot of customization and still managed to deliver the result that these guys needed.
The basic, I would say, the solution which we deployed at the Global Village.
Okay.
In the year 2018, we got the first contract of Global Village, which was just 300 outlets. Going forward, seeing our way we could configure, we could do the customization requirements as per their requirements, we were able to get a bigger order in the next couple of years. We started doing more than 2,200 outlets, and we maintained this contract for the last 6 years.
Wonderful.
So this has been real customization work which we have done. There were a lot of customization requirements as per Global
No,
Village.
but how does Global Village truly work? Because in my understanding, and I could be absolutely wrong,
Okay.
is that obviously we have the pavilions, we have all those individual restaurants and kiosks and retail shops and so
Yes.
on, all of those. I believe you're catering to all the restaurants there.
We are catering to each and every outlet there.
Each and every
Whichever
outlet.
bills, we are catering to them.
And why does Global Village give such a centralized billing thing? They don't have their individual restaurants coming with their own POS, their own things. Why do they have to contract one person to serve all of these people?
One is because they also want to know what is happening in the
Okay,
village.
okay.
In this, what is the billing which is happening? What are
Right.
the products being sold? So
Right.
they want to also have
Control.
analyze
Yeah.
what is happening. There are a lot different, what you call contracts with different customers. Some of them are a revenue share basis. Some of them are depends upon what is being sold. So there are so many other contracts. So they get all this information what is required through our systems there.
Oh, very nice. And so in your systems, can they even configure this? Like how much, like if at all someone has to do this, how much profit share do I need to give them? How much revenue share
Exactly.
is for me? And so they can do all of that jazz if needed.
Exactly. When the threshold reaches, they can do the calculation of how much is the revenue share or what is the percentage of share they
Amazing.
should take. Yeah.
And as of now in Global Village, how many outlets do you cater to?
We cater to over 2,200 outlets. or so.
Wow. Wow, that's some amazing spread. Apart from Global Village, what else have you done that is so big in scale?
Oh, we haven't done anything as big as that.
Global
but
Village,
we
yes.
have another many outlets with 13, 14, 15 branches, all of them which we've integrated. We have done some SAP integrations.
Okay.
We have done integrated to the Power BI, wherein they will get all the reports what is required. So these kind of customizations are our forte. We continue doing that. I would also like to talk about the new product, another product which we have introduced recently, which is Unicast,
Yes.
and it is aimed specifically for the 4-star and above hotels.
Okay.
So there, what we are trying to do is we are trying to provide the solution for the IPTV management in the rooms, wherein if you have ever checked into a 5-star hotel, you can see on your TV screen they say, "Hi Diksha, welcome." So all those customization is done through the system, and this is a product which is already certified in the 5-star hotels. And also the meeting room management, like we go for the BNI meetings and we find the time written there, and then just after that there is another meeting which is coming up. So all those meeting rooms can be managed, and the displays outside the rooms can be managed through our systems. And we also have the wayfinding along with that. So you come to the hotel, you enter, you don't know where to go. So you go to the kiosk and then touch. These are things which can be also deployed in the shopping malls, etc.
Amazing, amazing. Can you tell me a little bit more about VertuBox? Because I think that that's something new that you're on about.
Yeah, VertuBox is mainly about one is the digital signages, which I spoke about,
Yes.
where you can manage content anywhere, anytime. We also have this interactive kiosk, which will be deployed. So these are the main products which are there with VertuBox.
Okay. How do you think these technological innovations, all of the softwares that you're working on, be it EasyRest, be it the VertuBox, be it the Uniguest, and so, how are they transforming the overall customer experience now? And second is, can we do without them? Because a lot of traditional businesses still think they don't need to go this way. They can still manage everything themselves and, depend on their Excels and so on.
See, digital transformation is the name of the game today. Today, everybody is changing. Even when you think something, it is already there on your computer, right? You just think about buying something, next pop-up comes on your screen. Yeah, this is the best place to buy. So everything is digitalization. It makes your life very simple. Even though we think that a lot of compromise is happening on our data or on, this is something which cannot be avoided. AI is going to get into the our lives in a very big way, and
Correct.
lot of innovations will happen in the coming days.
With your products like your VertuBox and others, there are too many features for one to play around with. Doesn't it get overwhelming for the end user to work on it? It may just confuse other people.
No, basically, we do one thing. When we do our initial training, we actually understand what is the requirement of the customer. So we train them exactly on that, and then when they are used to the basic part, they explore new options. That is when they come back, and then we open up more and more. So there are customers who are content with what they have. They just use the basic functions, and they're so happy. If somebody wants to explore more, they come to us. We then train them, and then they can start exploring more, and then using the system to the maximum extent.
So there's this joke, which I say that it was like I've to waste time in a relationship. No, if I really want to waste time, I'll call up tech support. So generally,
Yeah.
it's like the tech support team takes a very long time to sort things out. Talk us through your customer service system, because indeed you are a tech firm. You need to be able to guide and help people out, especially with things like Global Village, where you're giving 2,200 outlets you're serving. A lot of things could go wrong because it's technology and then it's not humans. How do you tackle those situations at those points in time? And tell us a little bit more about your customer service.
So basically, customer service is the most important thing in our business. Every customer is important for every call is important to us. So how we do it in the Global Village, it was definitely on the ground support. People were available on the ground. In a call, people were able to reach the place and then get things done and fixed. So that is one of the reasons why we could repeatedly get those orders. Secondly, when it comes to other products, we have a call center which is available 24/7. And any call comes, we have a remote access into the system. We fix that system and make sure. The next day, there again a call back goes back to the customer to check whether his experience has been good or not. So this way we maintain our customer support, and so far it has been going very good. We have a good system to monitor what's happening.
And how big is your team?
We have on the support, we have 2 people who are available on the ground here.
Wow.
And then we have another 3 people supporting from a remote call center.
In comparison to the competition that's around, where does Castle IT stand?
We are at a very good place today. Thanks to all the customers who have trusted us and given us the orders. We are in a very good position, but you in business, you don't simply sit and relax, right? We are on the way to get more and more customers. We want to serve more customers and make the customers happy and delightful.
I want to also know about, one thing that has really impressed me since the time I've known you is that you're always on the lookout for new things to do. So innovations has been at the forefront of Castle IT Solutions developments. What can we see coming up soon?
Coming up soon, whatever is there currently we have done. I will tell you something. See, when I joined at an early age, I joined the Indian Air Force. There I learned technology. And then going forward in the 90s, there was the internet revolution which was happening. And then there was a digital revolution which was happening over a period of time. And then in the 2000, it was the dot-com boom. Slowly, every technology was happening and I was learning accordingly. So you never know where to stop. You continue a journey basically. So currently we are not looking at any product as such. Let the technology, AI definitely will be the core this thing which will happen.
Okay, I have my series of controversial questions now coming up, and there are so many myths about these software solutions that even customers would be coming to you with. So, what are top 3 myths that restaurant owners have about, say, a POS solution that you would like to bust?
Yeah, customer will have doubt whether his information will go out. That is something which we make very secure. I have got even customers who have been doing business with me for the 7, 8 years, and they have come and told, we are doing business with Castle IT Solutions only because of your, we can trust
Privacy.
you.
Yes.
Trust you because of your privacy. And they know that they are the owners of this data. We shouldn't use this data. We never take this data and use it for any other purposes.
What else? What are the other doubts and the questions that people come to you with, especially some common myths? Data security is one.
Correct.
The other could be that the machine should do it all.
Of course, there are people who think that everything can be done through a software.
Right.
So that is something which we have to sit down with the customer, make him understand what is possible and what is not possible. And for this, what we do is we insist on having a demo before he buys the solution. So we make sure that this is what is there, what is available for you, and this will be the cost for you, and this is the kind of service which we are going to provide. Are you happy with all these things? Then we go ahead and then sign the contract. And in the contract also we mention that specifically. And ours is not like a very huge contract. It is a very simple two-page contract where we make all our deliverables very clear.
Which also people don't read.
Generally, even that,
Even that gets
we sometimes have customers. Even today, we have one customer who is asking us to install it immediately. So we say no. You please give your price list, your menu. It's a process involved in creating the backend, and then come and do it to you properly, so that you don't we don't get into a tug of war later at this.
So talk me through the process. Now, for instance, I am a customer and I approach you and I run a restaurant. We're handling 2 situations now. First, we'll do the restaurant case. Second, we'll talk about a clinic who wants to have this content management system.
Correct.
So imagine I'm a restaurant. I'm just coming to him and saying, Praveen ji, I want to get POS for my restaurant. What do you do next?
So first, the inquiry comes. So somebody from our sales team calls, understand what kind of restaurant it is, what are their requirements, and then accordingly we fix a demo. Either it could be an online demo or we go physically to the place. Most of the times we try to make it as physical as possible, so you understand, you meet the customer who wants the system. We also understand what is the premises and what is the what is available there basically. Once we know that, and then we show the demo, we show the features, and then we say these are the features which are available, are these things which you need, or do you need anything more. So once that is clear, then we send the quotation, and they sign up, they pay the money, and then we start the installation process. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And now I want to know, imagine if I'm a hospital and I'm coming to saying, Praveen ji, I need this content management solution for myself where people can book appointments, they can perhaps even be asked some questions, and so we could procure their data and use it to serve them better. What is it that you would do?
Again, that is what we will show them the demo. We will understand what their requirement is, and the content has to be provided by them because it's their content, right?
Right.
We also have a facility where the content can be created, but still it is their content. We would definitely assume that they give the content.
Sure.
And then we fix it, and then we show how it would work. Once they're okay with that, then we deploy that at the outlet or the hospital.
Very nice, very nice. Looking back at your wonderful journey of all of these years in entrepreneurship and then 25 years in Air Force, any major regrets you have?
No regrets. Life has been wonderful, always wonderful. And being with wonderful people like you, no regrets at all. Absolutely no regrets. Yeah.
One decision if you could have gone back and redone?
I wouldn't have anything like that. I am happy.
You're happy with whatever life has brought you.
Yes.
You've taken the right decision
Correct.
steps. Okay. And coming to the conclusion of the podcast, and this is something we ask our people, our guests, give us top 3 recommendations or advices for entrepreneurs who are perhaps starting out their restaurants, clinics, or any other stuff and are wanting to explore the technological side of it and perhaps have not gotten into it?
Okay.
What would you tell them?
Basically, running into a business or starting a business is itself a great step which you have taken. That, as they say, there is the first step of the 1,000 miles. Yeah. So that is how it is. So once you have decided that you want to do your own business, you start with a plan, make a basic plan, consult with somebody who is professionally qualified for that, and then check if you have the resources for that. When it comes to technology, don't go for the best or anything. Start small, do your research, find out what is the basic requirement now, and then as you scale, you grow and you also have your more systems of whatever is required. But definitely you need to have a system in place where you can understand the pulse of the business. The pulse of the business is the most important. The three things which you do: what is your spend, what is your sales, and what is your profit which you're making. Unless you know this, it will be difficult for you to grow and scale.
And would you recommend someone to get into this technological IT service solution business as yours?
Of course,
Yes.
whoever has got the instinct for that, whoever has got the skills for that, definitely get into this business and innovate, and get more products into the market, more solutions into the market, so that people will be benefited by that. Today, technology has changed the way people are working. People are doing their going about in their lives. You just look at the way you travel, the way you speak. Everything has changed from what we were 20 years back.
100%,
Right?
100%.
So definitely, new brains have to come, new people have to come, and make this technology more, affordable for everybody to
Everybody
use.
to use. Okay. At this point in the podcast, I let my guests ask me anything. Okay. Any question you may have that you want to ask me. So over to you. Ask. If you have anything on mind.
Diksha, you have been doing wonderfully in this podcast. What is your future? What are you aiming to look at, basically?
My future is to have as many companies as possible to use podcasting as a platform to start creating more content affordably. Okay, we understand that a lot of times social media promotions are very costly, and going out doing all of those location shoots, scripting, this and that. Podcasting is somewhere that at least you can get started if you have no social presence, and it's great to get information out. And so that's one thing. But my core thing is creating brand stories. So you know how we create those documentaries, and so that is something that I truly love. So I would actually want to have as many businesses as possible come forward and create their brand stories with us. So we showcase, and then we can help them impress their audience through their stories, because stories sell. Okay.
Of course.
So that is more important. Great. It was amazing having you, Praveen Ji, with us on this podcast. And I mean, we discovered some amazing stuff about your solutions and how you offer them so affordably and so seamlessly to your clients. So everyone who's watching us, Praveen's details are in the description box below. Castle IT Solutions is the company's name. They are based out of Dubai. Google them up. Get through their website and give them a call if at all you have a restaurant, you have a retail space that is looking for a good POS solution or a content management solution as well. Try out their innovative kiosks, and if at all you want to get any testimonials on how great they are, go check out Global Village POS systems and just see how seamlessly they work. The brand's association with them speaks for their amazing delivery services. Till I see you next time with another speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you, Diksha. It was a wonderful experience.